Hello, Aquarius. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using Tarot Illuminati by Eric C. Dunn, Supportive Oracle Cards, The Halloween Oracle by Stacy DeMarco. Where are we going? Where are we going? Where are we going? Where are we going? Okay. Why are we... Okay. I think we're going to flip them all over in a second, but we're going to start off face down for some reason. Okay. This is interesting. So, starting off with whatever this is, it's very elusive. It starts off with the moon and the invisible. Everything else is face down for whatever reason. Like, I can't see any of it. Whatever. It's just very mysterious. Like, I almost feel like you're kind of like, I don't even want people to know I'm here. I'm not sure what's really going on here. But you know what? If I just stay quiet, I feel like that'll work better for me. Which is interesting, because you all communicate very well when you want to. I mean, that is in your ability. If you don't want to say anything and you want to stay hidden, you know how to do that, obviously. Usually you guys have an urge to speak, I thought. But right now I'm getting like, I don't want to, I'm not going to, you can't make me. And that's how it is. Whatever this situation is, I almost feel like I'm entering into a situation. I don't think this is familiar. I think this is new. And I'm just being very quiet. Because I don't want to add in I don't want to influence it at all. I just want to know what it really is. I just want to know what it really is. I don't know what it is. I'm curious. If it's a situation if it's a work situation and you've worked at this place for a while, it's something about what's going on, and you're just kind of like, you don't want people to even know you're paying attention, because you just really want to know like what's actually going on there without me saying anything. What are these people talking about all on their own? I don't want to be seen. I don't want to be heard. I don't want people to know I'm here, but I want to absorb what's going on. Very mysterious here. And there's a lot coming in right in the beginning here. This may be a situation you possibly don't want anything to do with. I'm kind of feeling that with the ghost energy. It's kind of like I don't want to be here. This might be another reason why you're not saying anything. Kind of like, I don't really want to be a part of this. I don't want to. And you're kind of like, the hanged man is kind of like, for whatever reason, like if this is a job, especially if it's a job, it's kind of like, well, I need the paycheck, but I don't want to be here. I don't like this. Could be some other situation. You know what that would be if it is. Like if it's a family, a relationship, friendship, whatever, coworker, whatever. You know what that is. But it's kind of like, I don't want this. I don't want this. This might be another reason why you're not saying anything, because you're like, I don't want to. I don't like this. I don't want to be any more involved in this than I already am. In fact, I want out. I'm getting that energy. Like, you want out. Your energy seems to get more and more strong with that. Kind of like, no, I don't want to participate in this anymore. Whatever got you there, but I'm getting when this starts, you're already there. Like, no. I'm not talking about it. You can't make me. I'm not gonna. No. And you can't force this. You can't force it, Aquarius. If Aquarius has decided they're not, and communication is your thing, and silence is a part of communication. If you decided we're shutting that down, then it's shut down, and that's that. That's that. I'm noticing you got this going on here. Werewolf in the hearth. Kind of like, you know what? I need to find somewhere else. I can't stand this anymore. I need to go. And I'm getting this is showing up in the environment. There's a very drastic change coming in with that werewolf, but the hearth is saying you have another opportunity coming out. Whatever it is you're dealing with, if it's a person, like a friendship or something, you find somebody else to hang out with. If it's a relationship, you might find like, I have to go. This is over. If it's a job, you're finding a different job. But it's coming in really fast. But it's kind of like, it's like whatever the change is, you're like, wow, that's a good idea. I'm going. Like something very, very like Like, it's very dramatic, but it's also very, very sustaining for you. Very, very good for you. And I feel like when you're going to this, other people are kind of like, where are you going, Aquarius? Where are you going? Because I feel like you're going to leave, and you're going to leave fairly abruptly. Although, it's kind of like it shouldn't be a shock. Because you were not happy, and I feel like that was quite clear that you were not happy. So it shouldn't really be a shock that you're going. I'm getting the Ace of Cups with the Death card. You're ready to go, and you don't waste any time. Once you find your way to go, bye. I'm out the door. It seems very quick to me. I don't think that's bad. But there's a lot of energy coming in here after. What do we got here? Oh, well, you made the right decision for you. Yep, you definitely did. Maybe this is about, like, feeling like, are you worried or something? Like, why is this? You're changing over social situations. Like, this, whatever this is, there's a big social change due to this. Like, a big social change. I get the spider coming out next, which to me talks about social aspirations, community, and web weaving. A lot of social connections here. I feel like it's a big change in social connections. So, if it's a friend, for example, that you're walking away from, you might literally find a whole new group of friends. Because if it's a friend that you're walking away from, the person, they're tied in with all these other people, and you're like, I'm so done with this person that I can't even deal with this. I don't want to hear about them. I don't want to even know they exist. And you might literally go into a whole new friend group because of that. But if that's the case, you were really done. You're like, I'm done. You're just fed up. Again, with the job, I think that's easier to understand. Like, you're leaving one job, that social group, you're going into a new job, a new social group. If it's a relationship ending, I think that's quite easy to understand too. Because you're just big change. Now, this next situation, you seem to get rooted in it pretty quickly. It says ancestors, but I'm feeling this tree and this DNA, but I feel like there's a couple people here. I gotta make sure I use this term correctly because I feel like it can be misunderstood. It's a part of your soul group. People get confused with this whole soulmate thing. I'm not gonna go down that road. Like, when I say soul group, and you don't have to believe in that, it's fine, but it's basically people you feel like you've known before. People that you first meet and you feel comfortable with just at first meeting. Just go with that. But basically, if you're gonna go with like the soul group meaning, you've had other lives or other instances with them. Your soul knows their soul. You just feel naturally attracted to certain people. And there's going to be a couple people from your soul group in this next situation. Because you are going into another situation. I also get, as you're moving forward, the winter card is for like the last situation. Because you seem to be very tied to the last group. And I feel like it's kind of, you might be giving them the cold shoulder. That's your business. If you do that or not, that is totally your business. If you don't want to, you won't. Let's just be honest. Like, if you don't, but I'm getting you probably will. I feel like you're going to make a quick, cold, done. Cutting that right off, done. If you don't want to, you won't. So, like, it's nothing to worry about. I'm getting that seems to be how that feels. Like, fairly quickly, you leave that last group and you, bye. And then you go towards the new one and you're centering your energy on the new one. That seems to happen fairly quickly. I feel like they just have to accept it. Whoever it is that you left in the past, like, it's clear. I don't think there's like a question mark about it. Like, they get it. When you're done, you're done. Because I get the Lady de los Muertos. I love her. I love her so much. She's so pretty. I just feel like people are accepting that you've made this change. And, like, when you move from one friend group or whatever group to the next group, I see that group is accepting it. And they're just kind of like, you've made your choice and that's just how it is. Also, you're not the one to really challenge in that sense. Because, like, if you want out and you said you're done and somebody challenges that, you can have extremely sharp tongue if you want to. So, I feel like if you said, I'm done, don't contact me, I feel like people are like, yeah, well, that's what they said, so that's what we're doing. Because if you're not in the mood and you don't want to hear it, they're going to regret it, and they know it. So, they'll leave you alone. I don't see any challenge with that. Because the acceptance, especially with this, is kind of like, doesn't mean they like it, doesn't mean they want you to go away, but if you've decided, they know that that's that, and done is done. Going forward in the next group, you got scrying. And I feel like whatever annoyed you with the last situation, you're hypersensitive about it. Kind of like, I don't want that again. I don't need that again. I'm not going to do that again. So, if it's somebody who's like a little bit less than honest, you're like really sensitive to liars, for example. Or if it's somebody who like they skim a little off the side and they're very selfish, you're going to notice that right off the bat, and you're going to call that out right off the bat. Things like that. Like if it's something like that, where you're like, I tolerated that for the longest time until I couldn't stand it anymore, and like I should have not tolerated that at all to begin with. Those are the things you're very sensitive about. And I'm getting that with the scrying. Like, you're like, I see who people are, and I'm like, I'm not going to do this best foot forward. I'm not going to be hopeful about their little problem. I'm going to call it out, and if they give me a hard time, I'm really going to start calling it out. I'm not tolerating this from the get-go. You're not tolerating any BS. For some reason in this last situation, you may have. For whatever reason, you may have tolerated something that you kind of look back and you're really aggravated that you did. You're like, I should never have tolerated that. And going forward, you're not anymore. You're like, I'm not doing that again. Which, whatever group you're adding into seems to like that a lot. Because you're calling things out, it makes things really good. Because I feel like other people feel like, you know, because the Aquarius is calling it out, I don't have to call it out. Because the Aquarius is shutting that down, I don't have to deal with it anymore. And this is something that was probably a perpetual problem. You're new to the situation, and you're calling it out, and you're shutting it down, and the other people are like, well, you know, we really like that Aquarius because they're helping us out a lot. And they're shutting something down that was a problem. So you're making friends really quickly. Those people who aren't going to like you, I feel like you don't care. So this new group you're going into, there's going to be people who don't like you. But the flip side is you don't like them either. I feel like the people who don't like you, you don't like them anyway. So, and the people who do like you, those are the ones you want to resonate with. So this next situation is really good. You got the Lover's card, the Princess of Cups. Like, I'm not saying every day is going to be a great day, but it's a lot better than what it's been. And I feel like you're going into a better time. Like, it's not like utopia, you know, but it's better. It's noticeably better than the last situation. All right. I think we're there. I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.